What it do, what it be, guys? Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm doing the intro. Alright, what it do, what it be, guys? You know, I'm gonna keep that in. What it do, what it be, guys? It's your boy, Insane in the Membrane. I'm here with the crew. Say what's up, guys. Or not. That's
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
As you can see, it's been a while since we've done a podcast.
I thought you were gonna introduce us like you did last time.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm here with the crew. What up, Rosa? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, bud. Doing great. You feel me with this heat? We good though.
I know we have a terrible heat in this spot, but we still fuck the shit up. How you doing, Escanor?
My name is Escanor. I've been abused by insanity Killzz.
I mean, we still get shit done in 7 Days to Die.
And I approve this message.
Hey, 7 Days to Die. If you guys want to, sponsor us, let me know.
You feel me?
Actually, they're already looking for sponsors.
Hey, let's go
for gamers because they need more publicity. Long story short, sorry.
Okay,
right.
continue.
All right, and then and also we got again, Madam, daughter of a hungry ghost. We got Amy. What's up, Amy?
What it do, what it be? It's your girl Amy.
Alright,
Hey, can I see homework? Yeah, but don't make it obvious.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so what is this, episode 7 or episode 6? Episode 6, right?
Episode 7.
Oh yeah, we did an episode 6, but my
But you
dumbass
messed up.
I deleted it by accident. And I was like, shit.
Quote unquote accident. He's saying, nah, fuck this.
It was an accident. So this is now
thing's trash.
episode 6. So on today's
said it wasn't good
podcast, I'm gonna let Amy introduce it because this is her special topic. So what are we doing today, Amy?
All right. So I decided to, get a little more serious, sit some folks down, and talk about, the gender double standards and how, society views men and women very differently when it comes to like really basic shit.
Okay, we are getting serious.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn off the comments just for this video. Nah, everyone,
She doesn't have an opinion.
everybody, speak their mind. If you guys have something to say in the comments. But all right, let's start this off. What you gotta say, Amy?
yeah, but keep it like, user friendly. Don't come for us, It's
Come for me.
3 guys against
I live
1
in LA.
girl. So
Wait, what? Are we doing pros versus cons? Are we doing debate club?
I don't know.
No.
But I don't know what the fuck we're gonna say. All I know is that
All right.
shit's gonna hit the fan.
yeah.
Is it?
So I'm
Is
just
it
gonna
though? Is it?
start it off
Really?
light.
Really hit.
We're gonna start it off light with, the first question. I have a list of questions because we gotta be prepared.
You know what?
Oh,
You know
okay.
what, Amy? You're in charge of this entire podcast because this is your thing and you have a list. So let's do it the professional way. What you got?
Oh my god.
Let's do
All right. So first
Brandon,
question.
nigga. Whoop.
bro.
Oh my god.
I know. That's
Cue the explosion.
My bad.
Hey, Uli, if you're editing.
I'm gonna edit this.
One
Alright,
job.
go.
Continue.
Bring it. Bad. That's bad.
All right. So first question is gonna be: have you ever been in a position to witness the double standard? So like, have you been out somewhere, or have you like specifically talked to someone and they're just like, oh yeah, this happened to me, and you kind of sit there like, oh, that's never happened to me.
It depends.
Do you have a certain example?
Yeah, I need an example because that's kind of a tough question to answer.
All right. So I'll speak about it now.
Uh-huh.
Like just yesterday, so for a lot of people who don't know, I relocated out of California to a different state. We're not going to say which, but
Alaska.
Nebraska.
I was walking down the street
In
to
my sixth
go get
Boy,
to go get
if you
some
know.
lunch.
Sorry, continue.
I can't. I was walking down the street to go get some lunch, and I was just wearing a regular outfit, some jeans, a shirt, and I was getting catcalled by a group of men while I was walking down the street, but to the point where one of the guys actually started to follow me a little bit.
Already?
Whoa.
Got you?
Damn.
Yeah, already.
Dead ass?
So
You want to be gone for
I
like
kind of
days.
ignored it. I know. I kind of ignored it because I was like, this like happens to women all the time. The best thing to do is just ignore it. So it's like in that case, like, has anything happened to you where you're kind of like, okay, when you're with your girl or like your sisters or cousins or whatever, you know, when guys look at them and then they look at you, that kind of thing, how they kind of check them out and then they look at you and they're like, oh shit. Like, girls don't look at guys like the way men look at girls out on the street. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I mean, nobody want to look at me like that, but what's the point?
Nah, man, there's times where like I wish girls looked at me like that, but then I remember that I'm in a happier relationship, so I'm good.
Oh.
Oh.
Carry on.
Hey, Abby.
I assume like you've never been in that position to like witness it yourself.
Yeah, I would. For me specifically, I don't think. Maybe with the whole like cousins, like you know me, I'm really close with like one of my cousins, and we go everywhere together most of the time.
Yeah.
I think there has been multiple occasions where like I don't know, certain guys would look at her, then look at me, and they'd be like, "Oh, you know, my bad." But I can't really say for sure. It's just situations like that is I come more across with. But like when it comes like to a female looking at me, nah, I don't think so. Or I just haven't noticed. You know, I usually just, you know, I work, come home, go to the gym most of the time. And at work, I don't really notice. I'm really just doing my thing. I work, you know, patrolling, I do all this stuff. So I'm not really looking at that. So I can't say for sure that that's happened to me. You know?
And then putting yourself in like my position, you know, if you guys were walking down the street and some girl like checked you out type thing, and then she was like catcalling you and kind of started following you, like how would you feel?
Well, I feel like that let me say something real quick, Rosa, because I know it just depends. Because say if you're in a relationship and you're single, so say a girl's catcalling you and you're single, then yeah, you're probably gonna pursue that because you know you got nothing else to do and you're single. But if you're in a relationship, then yeah, it's kind of... Well, it depends who's faithful, too. Because if you're faithful, you're going to, like, ignore that shit, keep doing your thing. But if you're unfaithful, then yeah, you're going to go along with that shit, too. So I just feel like it depends.
I would agree also. I mean, it depends. Me, personally, I don't know how I would feel, to be honest. I might feel like, is she really talking to me kind of thing? And then...
Like, it's like
I don't know.
You kind of have to look around to make sure if anyone's around like me.
Yeah,
yeah.
Pretty much. Like I'd be like looking around, it's like me, you know, kind of type of thing. But I don't know. I don't think I think maybe I kind of feel uncomfortable. I don't know. I can't really say for sure, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure because one, that's never happened to me. I can't say for sure, but I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I mean, don't get us wrong. Astros is a good-looking dude, so he might have get catcalled and he didn't even notice.
That may be. I am oblivious when it comes to things like that too.
So you admit you're a good-looking dude?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm a potato. Clearly, to my profile pictures on social media.
All right.
Yes, he is a potato.
I'm a couch potato. I am a couch potato.
I mean, but yeah, I feel like it just depends. I don't know.
It just depends, maybe. Yeah. Like I said, me personally, I've never experienced anything like that. But when it comes to like being on the streets with another female, even if it's just like a friend or a coworker or anything like that, it's happened to the point where men will look at her, then look at me, and be like, oh, you know, just assume, and then be like, oh, you know, my bad, or just straight look at her. So I do agree with you with what you said. Like that's happened to me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just move on to the next question if there's nothing to add to that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, my response.
Yeah, of course, go ahead.
I guess I'm not wanted.
It's okay, me and you both.
Same.
Honestly,
us three, it's all good.
We all live sad lives. I'm just kidding.
In isolation.
Not wrong. Sorry. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't know how to react. I feel maybe the first time I would feel flattered, but then if it became more of a constant thing, I feel like, I don't know, feel offended and harassed by it, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if it ever happens. Most likely not.
Most likely not.
Well, yeah, next question.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so moving on. So growing up, for those who don't know, we are all of Hispanic, descent and culture. Like growing up, especially in a Hispanic household, did you witness the double standard? Like, so was your mom ever like, kind of, you would see her like talking to your cousins or sisters, like, you're the one that has to cook, go serve them food, like stuff like that?
No, never. I wasn't even aware of that, because with my family, like they all do everything equally, to be honest. Like, we all like alternate. Like, if it's like, say it's a carne asada, which is lit. So like, my mom always does the cooking because she loves to cook everything with my grandma and all that stuff. I feel like that never really affected my family type of wise.
Okay.
So you would say that your parents are not really like old fashioned in a sense?
I mean, I don't really know exactly how you would define old fashioned. Like, I would need like a certain example.
So like what Amy said is like, like basically
because
the norm.
If anything, I probably just understood the question wrong, if anything.
Yeah, so me growing up, my mom, like even now, like my mom would be like, oh, serve him a plate, like, oh, get up and give him a plate, or grab him a drink or something like that, and it's always been told like the man is supposed to be sitting at the table and like the woman's supposed to serve him, almost how they always say women aren't supposed to work as much as men and stuff like that because the woman's supposed to be the housewife and attend to him. So it's like, did you ever notice in your family how like your family was always trying to kind of push that machismo on you?
So I think the question here is, instead of like, I understand what your double standard question is, but I think the question is, do our families buy into traditional stereotypes for gender?
Because
yes,
because say for like a party, like say we have people over, like if they're guests at our home, then I would like do stuff for them because they're guests at our home. So, but I don't know about the other way around.
Nah, I mean like either men are gonna drink beer at the carne asada, or one dude was gonna be at the grill making the asada, and then the rest of them are gonna like start talking about partido and everything, while the Western women are in the kitchen cooking the arroz, the frijoles, everything like that, setting the table, while all the men are there's just maybe one guy, two guys on the grill, and then they're just shooting the shit. Yeah. Yep. And they're like
exactly.
Yeah, it still happens. It's still gonna happen. Oh shit!
Right. And that's kind of like, it's still, it's a stereotype, and it's also like, why is it? Because I always tell my mom, I'm like, he has legs, he can get up and get it himself. Especially if it's someone who's been around the family for like has been in the family or has hung around my family for quite a while. I'm just like, he has legs, he can get it himself. Obviously, if it's your first time at a party with my family, I'm obviously I'll go with you, or I'll get you a plate, I'll get you something. But after that, I'm like, I kind of expect you to, kind of be comfortable enough to get up and get your own thing and stuff like that. But I'm constantly told, why aren't you getting him a plate? Why aren't you getting him a drink? And I'm like, I'm also giving myself some food. Why can't he fix me up a plate? Why can't he get me a drink?
You feel me? Period, poo.
Mic drop.
Exactly. So you would Sandy, you would say you wouldn't have like encountered things like that, or
I mean,
when it's like
probably,
witnessed.
But I probably wasn't aware of it because everyone would just be having a good time. So,
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it really affected us,
that.
to be honest. Like, people will just do their thing, and like, say if you're new to the party, then maybe. But if everyone's just used to each other, then everyone would just go do their own thing,
Yeah, I get you. Me personally, no. My family specifically, my aunts maybe. On my aunt's side, I've seen that happen where my aunt is always like serving food, doing the same like traditional stuff. My husband, her husband will come home from work, just relax, be on the couch, and then he'll be waiting for my aunt to like be serving him and stuff. And she'll be coming in, taking care of him when he's just chilling on the couch. like what Escanor said, watching the partido, shooting the shit with someone else. You get me? So I have witnessed it. Me personally, in my house, no, because I was born a different way and raised a different way. So yeah, but I have witnessed it where,
yeah, that's the thing that I always see, and I guess because as a woman, I've seen it a lot more because just growing up, that's how it always was. Like my parents are very old fashioned. Like they've kind of, you know, gotten into the American culture of how like, no, women aren't always going to be serving the men type thing.
Yeah.
But you know, they still sometimes, I guess it like kind of slips up because even now, like my parents expect my sisters to be watching over their own kids, like, oh, he's coming home from work, he's tired, you should let him rest. And you know, my sisters are like, well, we're with the kids all day, like, why don't we get any help? You know, so it's just stuff like that I've noticed, and I'm like, I only really notice it in like strict households. I know it's not only Hispanic households because I've known like other families and other people I know with different backgrounds who are kind of the same way.
Where it's like that, yeah.
So moving on.
I can see that.
Yeah. Moving on. And then, so don't get your panties in a twist. Why do you, so I'm going to get a little more explicit. Why do you think, like, when it comes to watching porn and masturbating, that it's okay with men, but when women do it, it's just like, wait, what? Like, it's questionable.
I like it.
I feel like I feel like it just depends. Like, if say for example, like my girl's watching porn and masturbating, I'm like, that's cool. I do it too. I don't care. Like, because say for example, like during this pandemic, like you're here and your girl's at her home and you guys can't see each other because, you know, there's fucking outbreak and shit like that. Like, you're not gonna go out and flirt with other girls and cheat and shit. You're gonna, like, you know, jerk and handle your business to keep yourself satisfied. Know what I'm saying?
Sure. You feel me?
Like, come on, let's be honest here. Like,
HMBTV.com, guys.
Like, shout out to Pornhub. But yeah, like,
buy my OnlyFans, only $5 for the month.
Her link is gonna be in the description below.
Oh god.
Support your girl.
Yeah, but for real though, like, well, me personally, like, if girls do it, then that's cool. I don't care. Like, I don't care, to be honest, like, at all.
Yeah, I would say me personally as well. I would agree with it, with insanity. I don't really care. You know, I'll be like, okay, that's fine, I guess. Cool. You're human. I'm human too. We're all human beings.
Yeah, I feel like that would only be a problem if, like, someone would rather masturbate and watch porn than have sex with their partner. That's when it will be a problem.
What do you mean?
So say like you're dating somebody, right?
Okay.
But you would rather watch porn and masturbate than legit have sex with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I get you.
That would be a problem.
I see where that becomes a problem, because then either partner kind of questions, like, why aren't you sleeping with me? Am I not good enough?
Am I not satisfying you enough?
Yeah.
Like, small pecker.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I swear, my pecker's average size, okay?
Escanor, what do you think?
I fucking love it. They did.
Clearly.
He's like, I wouldn't feel alone.
I send my girl some videos when.
Bro.
I'm really hoping this video is gonna take it down because of this section.
Oddly enough, I watched it with a coworker one time. Like,
what?
we went to Chipotle, and then she asked me what I was into. I was like, I'll show you. I was expecting to show her the first 5 seconds of this hentai video, but we just watched the whole thing together, and I was like, oh.
Like, shit, I'm hard now.
That's awkward, bro.
I was like, watching the whole video of hentai. I'm like, okay, that's something else, bro.
And it was some weird shit. Like, I just put on the weird. I was trying to just like mess with her, but she was down with it. So I was like, "Nani?"
That's awkward as hell.
Oh no, she's getting like a little boner right next to you.
Literally.
I was
like the bolts in her pants, like go up.
It's kind of
So okay, in that case, so you know how you're saying like if someone would rather watch porn and masturbate than have sex with their partner, then how is it like? Does that still apply if they're masturbating to stuff about their partner?
No, I mean
Like if you were to masturbate to like you know, if you and your girl make
your
a tape
feet.
or something like that.
I mean, like, if you're like masturbating to like your own sex tape with like your partner, then that's completely fine.
I masturbate to myself.
Oh, goddamn. I'm really hoping this video does not get taken down. Fucking
I
Christ.
know, Jesus.
Just gets completely demonetized.
Like, goddamn it. That's why I put
feel
in
like
the
we
video.
haven't
This
been
video is
watching.
not meant for kids.
We're not endorsing anything.
We're not.
We're you know,
We're just
But
but
spitting
I would
facts.
hope I
Porno
would
dot com.
hope like if you actually, you know, if because
Right.
I feel like there's been situations where guys will masturbate and watch porn rather than have sex with their partner. I don't know if it's because they just can't wait or like what it can someone elaborate on that? If someone's, you know, say you go a few days without seeing your partner,
Uh-huh.
could you guys wait those few days or do you feel like you got to get some relief?
I mean, I feel like it just depends how long you wait. Because if it's like 3-4 days, maybe a week, then yeah, it's fine. But if it's over that, then, you know, you gotta let off some steam. Because, you know, you haven't seen them in a
Okay.
while.
Rosa, anything?
Yeah, I guess I would agree with Insanity as well. It just depends the time frame, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there'll be time, I guess, like there are times where you know you're not really like not necessarily craving it, or you're just not really thinking about it. And
Right.
there'll be times depending on the time frame. Let's say 2 weeks from now, from that the day you guys have done it, and then 2 weeks pass. I guess it just depends. Like maybe you're craving it at that moment. You're in the mood for it, but there's no really way to see your partner. So you, like what Insanity said, you let off some steam.
Mm-hmm.
But it just depends on time frame.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Foot Fetish Guy, do you have anything to add?
I mean, me and my girlfriend have like a little clip, and she watches it. She tells me, but it's not like she's a, you know, she never did that until like me and her started becoming more intimate, and I think it's healthy. You know, like you're exploring your body, and I feel like everybody should be entitled to do it. It shouldn't be limited to dudes who can't control their hormones, who be like.
I like that
Yeah.
response. I like that response. It's exploring your own body. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that also. That's why I wouldn't find a problem with.
Because it's fine to do it, like if you want to blow off some steam, but if you constantly do it like multiple times a day or every day, then that's where you might have a bit of a problem.
Wait, what?
like
I wouldn't even think that's a problem
Wait,
either.
what?
I wouldn't think that's a problem.
Whoa.
Like you
I-
drink
I
it,
would-
it's like you
I would
drink it
do
like
what?
8 times a day, unless like Escanor does that.
But what if the female feels like that and does that? I wouldn't find that a
I
problem.
used to have a high sex drive. That's not my problem. Okay.
We'll just get you a pocket pussy and call it a day.
Like,
I like that.
get a pocket pussy
we
of
get
your partner,
sponsored?
and boom, she'll always be there with you.
No, I mean, you know, it's a valid question because it's a valid, you know, point to want to make. Like, okay, do you have a sex addiction if you have to masturbate 8 times a day or every single day? Is it seen as a bad thing? Because I mean, as we can see, we're kind of like, oh, if a guy does that all the time, like, my guy, you have a problem. But if a girl does it, I mean, fuck it, she's trying to blow off some steam. Like, she
No,
can barely
exactly.
come in there.
Because for me, it's both guy and girl. Like, if you do it too much, like do it too much a day, then yeah, that's kind of something else. But I'm not gonna say like, oh, you know, she's a girl, she's blowing off steam. Like that's just like, what's that word called? Is it sexist? It's not sexist, is it? I'm not sure what the word is.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I don't remember what the word is, but like if you're a guy or a girl, I'm gonna say the same shit towards you, because like.
Right.
Yeah, it's sexist. Was the phrase you were looking for?
Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You would say-
yeah.
Yeah. It's alright, James.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
Nani? Wait. So how much is too much?
No, I'm saying like
But
I'm
I
saying
think-
like.
See, that's the thing. What I'm trying to say. Then how much is too much?
No, it's because
I don't think there
I'm
is
saying
a
like I'm saying
how-
if you do too much a day, like one day if you do it a lot of times, that's saying like, oh, you know, that's kind of a bit too much. That's what I'm
You
saying.
can injure yourself.
31 times too much.
What happened?
Are
Nothing.
you a lonely person?
No.
Like,
When I was in middle school, I just discovered
Yo.
like internet, like on my computer. I just got my
you're,
first computer.
you're low key starting to worry me now.
This one time, right? I was just like home alone. It was like winter break, and then I just got the computer and just got internet. for the first
we
time.
don't need to. We
yeah,
don't need.
I, that,
yeah,
and
we
then
don't need
we're-
details.
The public doesn't need to know this. I don't need to know
Let's
this.
carry on.
Even though I do know this.
Next question, please.
Oh no, Lord. Okay, so then, I'll ask, like, in your current or previous relationships, like, what do you think would be or is a healthy amount of sex to have?
I mean,
Because if a woman goes off and says, hey, I love having sex, like, I'm someone with a high sex drive, like, guys kind of, there's been guys, I'm not saying you guys, there's been guys who are like, oh, you're a hoe.
No,
You
of
like
course
to
not.
have sex. But then if guys are doing it, it's like, oh, it's a guy thing. You get me?
Yeah.
Well,
So it's like,
if you
what
have
do you...
if you have a high sex drive, wait, do you have more to say before I interrupt?
No, like, just what do you... I guess, what's your preference, or what do you think is a healthy amount of sex?
Well, all right. For me, say someone has like a crazy sex drive. Like, as long as you're having sex with one person that's their partner, then they're not a whore or a hoe or anything, because that's only one person. You just have a sex drive. That's not a whore. If you're doing it with multiple people, then yeah, that's something different. Because
What about polygamy?
So what are you trying? Oh wait, I'm
So
sorry.
you're
like
calling her a
Mormons.
hoe.
like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
like I'm not saying I'm not saying that
what
you like you're a hoe. I'm just saying, like, if you're having sex with like multiple different people with a high sex drive instead of one person, that's different from having only one person. You get me?
So
Okay.
you agree that that's normal for a single person to have a high sex drive and still sleep with multiple people?
Even if it's a female or male.
Yeah.
Okay, that just confused the crap out of me. What?
I think what he's trying to say is I think everybody deserves to get laid.
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is that anyone can have a sex drive. It's fine.
Okay.
Guy or
As long as
girl.
it drives.
Okay, so let's say
Does-
for example you meet someone, you meet a female friend, right? And then she says, yeah, like I'm not taken or I'm not cuffed by anyone, but I date around sometimes, and occasionally if I go on a date with someone, I'll have sex on the first date. And if it doesn't work out, I'll move on. I'll meet someone else, and then you end up having sex. Okay, and then from that point, how would you feel? Like,
I
what
mean,
would you think?
I wouldn't really say much because we're all adults. Like, to be honest, like, you're gonna have
Okay.
sex in your life. Like, we're adults here. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you are.
Come on, Escanor. Goddamn.
Mama.
Speaking truth.
Yeah,
like,
so
sex
it's
is lit.
fair to
Factory,
say.
homie.
So you wouldn't really. So basically, is what I'm trying to say is like you wouldn't think anything of her. It would just be like, okay, whatever.
Nah, because if
That's
anything,
what I'm trying to say.
like, if anything, you'll probably be doing the same thing. So why judge someone else if you might be doing the same shit?
Yeah.
And that's like the thing, how... Sorry, I had a burp. How guys will kind of get an impression that a female is a hoe when they're just like, yeah, I have a high sex drive and I'm currently single. Like, I'm just out having fun. Everyone's got needs at the end of the day. And I don't get why this label has been created for these type of people who have high sex drives and stuff like that. Like, I don't think it should be one. It's really just kind of the way of life, I want to say. Like, it's just in human nature to find pleasure
Yeah.
or to please.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, that's a good thing to like think about. Like, if someone were to approach you and be like, I have a high sex drive and I like to sleep with multiple people, what's the first thing that comes to your head?
I'll just be like, nice.
Kind of.
Damn, you got a whole lot of game, player.
I'm like, okay, what's your body count?
Triple digits, homie.
Let's compare body counts.
17
No, it's
grade.
just so like going back to what Amy. It's just unfortunate how like to this day it's like people, females are like even have like females who have like a high sex drive. It's just unfortunate to see that people will still talk down on them, saying that she's a hoe, she's a whore. She moves on quick. Even it's just unfortunate to see because us it's just, I guess you would say it would be the norm almost that for us males, it's okay. It's
Right.
okay to be doing all this. But it just shows that, like, there's, luckily there's still some of us who just doesn't care. And it's just like, it's fine. I don't see you different that you sleep with all these people. I don't care. If I were you, I'd probably do the same. It's just unfortunate how, like, throughout time and history, it's always been about that females have always been talked down, and it shouldn't be that way anymore, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I feel like this generation is a little more progressive in that, where, nowadays any type of person has an OnlyFans and everyone's really supportive, or sometimes they're like,
exactly,
let me
bro,
it,
that stuff blew up, especially since quarantine.
Right, because you got to make money somehow, and
you do.
People get real lonely and real bored, so.
And everybody got money with that EDD.
You feel me?
Can't
Right.
relate. I was working until I moved.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
But like you said, yeah, it's just like it's just, especially now during these times, like, it's just, I guess you could say it's somewhat improved. Everyone's so supportive, like you said, with the whole OnlyFans. It's like, for a certain girl, it'd be like, oh yeah, get your bread, girl. Like, they're very supportive.
His pockets hurt.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just like years ago, it probably wouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's
probably-
what's cool.
Yeah. Like, probably
Yeah.
like our siblings when they went to high school, like, that'd be like someone made a joke on Twitter how all the girls who used to send their nudes around the school are now the ones with OnlyFans, like, type thing.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, but you're paying for it, so why are you hating on it?
exactly. You're
You're literally paying for the content, so why talk shit about it?
I'm
exactly.
not paying.
What was that foot fetish? That's your name for the rest of the podcast.
So, I'm ugly and I'm proud.
At least you're honest about it.
I honestly don't think people want to listen for like an hour. So
I know, but like this is just for people who just want to hear other people's thoughts.
Right.
it's
Do
just-
you have another question, Amy?
and like, I'm sorry, I live with other people and I'm like not trying to be loud, but then again, I live like down the hall from them, so I highly doubt they can hear me. Point is, I think at the end of the day, and I feel like something people should always take away is like, just be kind to other people. Like, don't be judging what they do in their lives. Like, it's really no one's business at the end of the day. If you're someone with a high sex drive, if you're a girl with a high sex drive and you like going out and doing your thing, do your thing. There are hundreds and thousands of people who are rooting for you to do your thing. Guys too, I don't get why there was always that double standard of girls are hoes if they go out a lot, guys aren't, because machismo and shit. Like, no, like, you do whatever you feel is necessary to do to please yourself. At the end of the day, if you're single, you're single. If you're taken, then I hope you're in a happy and healthy relationship. If you're not, I hope, whether it's the male or female being the abuser, like, get the fuck out of it. I really just do hope that as time goes by, like, this whole double standard of like men and women and how women are portrayed in society and how men should be portrayed in society kind of dies down. Like I said, this is a really progressive generation, so I feel like we're headed in the right direction. We have the Women's March, we have men speaking out about sexual assault and women supporting them and being there for them and other men being there for them. I do genuinely think things will get better, and if you're one of those people who live in a really strict household, I hope you kind of grow out of it and branch out of it. Even your family can be toxic people, and toxic people can always be cut out of your life, even if it's family. But honestly, don't put yourself through that, because it's not going to end up going well.
Preaching, bro. I completely
This is why I
agree.
study psychology. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
I'm spending thousands of dollars for like a useless degree. But hey,
Useless? I wouldn't say useless.
It'd be like
that's
that.
like for another story.
I
that
feel
would be
you.
for another podcast.
But yeah, I think that's everything. At least I need to say. I don't know if you guys need to
No,
say
that's
anything.
pretty
I mean,
good.
I think that was
Conclude.
a pretty good session, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I mean, if you have another question or like comment, then
Yeah, shoot.
I'd be happy to comment. No, I'm talking to Amy specifically because she's the one with the list
Yeah.
of stuff.
No, I believe that's all of my questions. I can't
Alright.
think of anything else I would want to ask, and I kind of concluded my speech very well. Kind of thought we could
So end it with the
cut it
bang.
off right there.
For coming to my TED Talk.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right, well, in that case, any final thoughts, guys?
Make
Wherever
love,
you
not
are.
war.
Whoever you are, if you're listening, just remember, it'd be like that.
Bro. Lord.
What?
All right.
Get what you fucking deserve. I was kidding.
Oh my god. But all right, well, thanks for watching, everyone, or listening, whatever you guys are doing. But we'll catch
Like
you
and subscribe.
all in the next podcast. Make sure you all like, subscribe,
Subscribe.
share it to your friends. Check us all out in our
And
description box at
comment.
the bottom. Comment, because no one comments in our videos. Makes me kind of sad, but whatever.
Comment what your opinion is on this whole
Exactly.
double standard thing. We love to hear other opinions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, your voice matters.
Always mattered.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. I